Welcome back to another video, guys, and in this video I'm gonna be telling you guys what I were to do if I woke up tomorrow morning and I completely forgot how to trade. If I were to restart every single thing, all those years of hard work, all those years of learning, if I were to restart every single thing from zero, what steps would I take to become a profitable trader and to become the trader that I am to this day? So obviously just thinking about that, it kind of freaks me out because there was so much work that was put in to becoming the trader that I am today. And if I were to go back to that level again, it would definitely be a nightmare. But there's a lot of things that I did that when I started trading, I still regret that I did those things, because if I did it in a different way, it would have saved me, one, it would have saved me a lot of time, and two, it would have saved me a lot of money as well. And if you guys saw one of my previous videos, the one where I spoke about how I became a profitable trader, in that video I mentioned that it took me about three and a half years to become a profitable trader. So now with the things that I have in mind, if I went back in time and I completely had to start from zero, I didn't know how to trade any single thing about trading, these are the things that I would do in order to become a profitable trader once again, but in a shorter time span. So let's say it took me about three and a half years, like I said. If I were to apply these methods, it would probably take me a year and a half to become a profitable trader. So the first thing that I would do is that I would open a demo account and I would try to trade on that demo account for at least 6 months. Why 6 months? Because we're going to separate that into 3 parts. The first 2 months, what I would do is that I would try to play on the 2 apps, which are MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. There's a lot of people that use CTrader as well, but I recommend MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 for beginners. So I would learn those 2 apps. I would just play around with them and learn how to, set buy limits, set buy stops, sell limits, how to cut positions in half, how to choose a lot size, all those stuff that you guys probably know by now. So for about 2 months, I would just play with the app and learn all of those things. When those 2 months are done, by now you should already know how the apps work, how to set a trade, how to choose a lot size. Then I would hop on a live stream of a certain mentor, someone who live streams his trading. Obviously, you probably won't learn all of his tips and tricks for free, but there is a lot of mentors out there who provide value, a ton of value for free, including myself. So you can learn a lot of stuff from them from the get-go and really apply that to your trading. So from months 2 to 4, I would live trade with them and really try to see in what way do they trade and try to learn the most that I can off of them. I would copy all of their trades at a certain session every day at the same time, consistently take the same trades as them and try to understand why they're taking those trades. Most mentors, when they take a trade, they're probably going to explain the reasoning behind that trade. So really try to understand the most that you can and try to get as much value as you can from those live streams. The third part, from months 4 to month 6 on that demo account, what I would do is that I would stop watching those live streams and I would start to trade on my own on the demo account once again, but this time you're trading on your own. So now it's really going to help you see what it takes to become a profitable trader, trading on your own, not depending on someone, not taking signals from someone, but your own signals and your own calls in the market. So wake up every morning, same session, same time that you trade usually, and try to analyze the market on your own with the same concepts that you learned from the mentor. Try to apply them to your own chart without looking at the live stream, and try to take a trade in a similar way that your mentor was trading. So once those 2 months are done that you consistently traded on your own, now you're gonna get a feeling of what it is to trade on your own without having to depend on someone. So that's 6 months separated right there in 3 shots. And after 6 months, the second thing that I would do is that I would open a live account and I would only put a certain amount of capital that you're ready to lose. So let's say you have $500 or $1,000, that if you put it in a live account, you have to have that mentality that even if you lose that money, it doesn't matter. Why? Because in trading, you only learn from your losses. So you can maybe say that I'll put that money and I'll start to make profits off of it. And if you really do make profits after 6 months, then good for you. You're a fast learner. But 99% of people are going to blow that account. So really put a certain capital that you're ready to lose and just trade on it with the same concepts that you were applying on the last 2 months of the demo account. The same way you were trading on that demo account. Try to trade the same way, but on the live account this time. And you guys are probably wondering that if I think that you guys are going to lose the money, why don't you just stick on the demo account since it's a practice? But the truth is that now that you have a live account, even if it's a small capital, the emotions are going to be completely different this time, because now you're trading on a live account. Now the real-time emotions are going to come in. Now all the psychological traits are going to come into your trading. So now you're going to see what it's like to really really trade. So what I would do, the third step after trading for 1 year in the market, is that I would find a mentor, someone who really focuses on providing real value. Mostly all of their posts that you see is that they're showing the real side of trading, how to take trades, how to do analysis, and someone who's showing you both their profits and their losses. It could be someone that live streams as well, because you have more credibility with that. You see that person has some losses as well. You cannot always win, right? Pay that person a one-on-one class and just learn as much as you can from them. Ask them questions every single day. Try to learn as much as you can from them on how they became a profitable trader, and apply that to your trading once again for the next 6 months. If you really learn as much as you can from that trader, then there's no reason for you to not be a profitable trader. That person who makes money from the markets was at the same place where you were a few years ago. So if he can become a profitable trader, so can you. And I recommend you guys to learn from a mentor who focuses on price action. Yes, it has to be a mentor who has the same timings as you. If you can only trade London session, or you can only trade New York session, you have to find that someone who trades at the same time. But once you find that person, focus on someone who teaches price action. Price action is the most important thing in trading, because the truth is that there's so many ways of trading. You have ICT, you have SMC, you have indicator strategies. I can name you 100 strategies in this video, but the most important one and the best one out there is always going to be price action. Once you learn how to read candlesticks, you learn how volume works, and you just focus on price action mainly, that's going to make you a profitable trader faster than any other strategy out there. So once you find that mentor that teaches price action, learn as much as you can from them, and after 6 months you should already be a profitable trader. If not, then you should be very, very close to profitability. But I'm guaranteed that if you did the correct steps after a year and a half, then you should already be taking money from the markets consistently. You can't compare your journey to someone else, because some people, they learn faster than others. Some people have different conditions than others. You know, someone might be able to give 6-7 hours to trading per day as compared to someone who might only have an hour or two. So don't compare your journey to someone else. Just focus on learning as much as you can every single day. So here you are now after a year and a half. Now your only issue is the capital, because you might have a certain amount of capital, but it takes a big amount of capital to be able to live off trading. So now you have prop firms that come into the game. After a year and a half of trading, 6 months of doing demo, and 1 year of doing live trading, with the skill that you learned over time and the skill that you have now, you should be able to pass those challenges with ease. And once you pass those challenges, as you guys know, with prop firms, you'd have access to way more capital, so you can make way more money in a smaller amount of time. But for sure, you know, you can't rush greatness, and in trading it really takes time to become a profitable trader, but there is certain steps that you can take to reduce the time that it takes to get to the profitable stage. And if I knew those things back in the days, for sure I would apply it to my trading, because like I said, it took me 3.5 years. The main mistake that I made in my trading was that I was hopping strategies way too much. So I had a certain mentor in the beginning, and I did learn a lot from that mentor, but then I had a losing phase. So in that losing phase, I thought that the problem was the strategy and not me. I then went and I found a new mentor, and then I found a new mentor, and then I found a new mentor. I just found a couple of ways to trade, and after that, you know, it really complicated my trading, because when I would take a certain trade, I would be like, what if this scenario happens? No, but what if this scenario happens? So a lot of complication came into my trading. And it's funny because after a year and a half or 2 years of just shifting through strategies, I did go back to the same mentor, the same person who taught me how to trade, and I still to this day trade his concepts, but in my way now. You know, I've evolved. I don't exactly trade the way he taught me how to trade. The base is the same thing, but I've evolved that strategy into the way where it fits my trading style, and I've made a ton of money off that strategy now. And even if you've already been trading for some time, but you're not at the stage that you want to be, you can still always unlearn and relearn everything. It's never too late to get into the game of trading. The most important thing is just that you persevere and that you never give up, and you try to get better, 1% better every single day. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.